Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is a bit of a weird video. I don't know if it'll be very long or very good, but I did end up finding that really old Doom wad I tried making. This is a level I made in GZ Doom Builder, and I don't know how interesting this video is going to be, but I figured I'd record it just for the hell of it because. I had a lot of fun making this. It's not a very good level. It's not finished either. I don't even know if there's enemies in this. I made this in 2019 during COVID. Because, when you think the world's ending, the best thing to do is accomplish your dream of designing a Doom level. And clone the same tree 50 times. But you can definitely tell this is my first level. It's meant to be the first part of Dante's Inferno, because I wanted to make a whole wad of levels that basically followed the story of Dante's Inferno. So you start out in the woods, you're lost in the woods. That's the beginning of that narrative. And so I was trying to make this wooded area, and I hit a bunch of... I wanted this to be frustrating too, like I hit a bunch of these like secret walls all over the place. So to progress, you're supposed to feel like you're lost and frustrated. That's the point, but maybe it's too much. Either way, you start out in this maze, and I was kind of fucking around with terrain. I was trying to figure out how... This is kind of me figuring out how to use the editor. It's not really anything finished or polished in any sense. But I was trying to figure out, hey, how convoluted and crazy can I make the secrets in this? Can I make them all really, really difficult to find and really annoying, so you feel like you're Dante lost in the woods. And I didn't want to use like super crazy special assets or anything, so I just used the default Doom 2 textures. I didn't try to import any new ones. And I've completely forgotten how to use the editor now since having made this. I have no memory of anything to do with that program. So if I ever want to go back, I'll have to relearn everything. But okay, there's the second secret there, second little door. And if you try to go up here and fuck around, you're basically trapped by the trees. So you're only meant to go one way. So it's not, one of those open maps. It's not supposed to be. Every map was gonna have like its own theme. Like I was gonna do sort of like 9 or 10 maps for episode 1. That was gonna be Inferno, and then Purgatorio was gonna be big open maps. And then Heaven or Paradise was going to be, I don't know, something where you're fighting through these, like, it goes back to being smaller maps, but it's like you're fighting your way to heaven, and then at the end of the game you kill God and you become him. That was my idea for the whole thing. It was a rough idea of it. So it definitely subverts Dante's Inferno's narrative at the end, but that's the whole point. Is it's a Doom game. It's just inspired by that shit. I think I got as far as adding enemies in one version of this, or I tried to. I want to say I placed some enemies and it actually worked, but then, I don't know, I lost that version of the wad or something happened to it. But yeah, this opening map is sort of meant to be a troll. It's kind of like Wolfenstein. It's like walk around pressing space on everything, That's kind of the idea. It's supposed to be sort of stupid. There we go. Okay, there's the next part. And in this area, I hadn't even added the trees yet. I hadn't even added the trees to the main part of it yet. And there's one secret that I put in here. I don't even think I labeled it correctly as a secret, but I did include it. So we'll see if we can find it. Actually, it might be back here. So back up. I think you might have to actually go up top to find it. Or I want to say there's a separate trigger for it. I can't remember. Man, again, I haven't touched this in 5 years, so I have no clue. I can't believe it's been 5 years since I made this. That's insane. Okay, so this is not supposed to be accessible. It's supposed to be covered in trees. But if we can get to the... Can we get to the secret? I just want to show off the secret, and then... the secret would have been... It's a pretty big map, actually. Again, that was supposed to be the point. I was going to put enemies and items in all these areas too. Like starting after the second secret door, there was going to be shitty enemies, and then eventually maybe some imps. Mostly I think it was just going to be soldiers and shotgunners, and then, you know, a chain gunner at the end or something. But the secret is over here, if I remember right. Yes, there it is. And this is going to be really hard to get. Like, it's going to look like you can't get to it. There's going to be trees all over the fucking place. And it's going to look like it's blocked off. And you've been conditioned to think it's blocked off by the other upper portions in the other areas. And then when you get here, it's supposed to be like, oh, there's actually like a barely traversable path right up against the rocks that you're able to walk along and then get to here. And then you get to this cave. And there were candles on all these. I was going to put candles all over the place in here. Yeah, there's one. I put one. I figured out how to do it. And then are there doors in here? I think there's a door. There's a door over here, isn't there? Yeah, the candle was supposed to be a clue, I think. Yeah. And then this was going to have secret items in it, but I made the entryway too small, and I remember being frustrated because I had to fix this texture because you can't actually get in here. Maybe I should leave it like that and put like a BFG in there and you just can't get it. That'd be fucking funny. Maybe I'll do that. That's a shitty texture there, but anyway. And then basically that's supposed to be how you leave, I guess? Or is there a teleport pad somewhere? Oh no, it's this column, isn't it? Is that what this is? I guess you have to go out the way you came. I didn't put a proper exit in here, but that was the one secret in the level. And again, this was basically, this whole level, as it is now, is just, this is just me figuring out how to actually use GZ Doom Builder, which is kind of complicated. It's not, you know, it's not exactly user-friendly, but if you put some time into it, you can figure it out. So if you go through all the secret doors, you end up in this area, and I was getting fancy with the terrain here, and then you end up over here. I think, where is the next part of this? Is it through here? Where's the next door? It's got to be around here somewhere, right? Maybe you had to go on top the terrain at one point. Maybe I was thinking to do that. Oh no, maybe this isn't the final area. Is it this way? Okay, well, and in any case, I'm not going to, you know, find all the doors. We don't have to do that. I won't subject anybody to that, including myself. But it suffices to say you go through all these doors, and you eventually end up in this area here. This is the last part of the level. Yeah, you go through here, you end up in here, and the terrain starts to morph to something more rocky, and there's less dirt, and then eventually you just end up in this like rocky canyon, and then way over here was going to be the level exit. Was going to be right there. You have to jump into this hole, and that's the entrance to hell. It'd be cool if I put like a little Virgil NPC here, but I'm not going to edit things for NPCs. I would want this to be like maximally compatible with Doom. So I just wanted to use the typical Doom textures, everything the same, everything normal, so it could run on like a, you know, it could run on anything. You know, you could theoretically shove this into the original Doom program and it would work. That's what I wanted to do, is make something that didn't require any fancy shit. I was just using the default textures and using GZ Doom Editor, of course, which is, you know, not something that existed in 1993. But you would go to hell here, and then that would be the next level. So yeah, that's my Doom WOD. That's what's you know what it is so far anyway. I had a lot of fun making this. I did a lot of weird things during COVID, like I think we all did. I think we all went a little bit nuts. So this was my way of going nuts a little bit, was making a Doom WOD, or trying to. And I ended up with this mess. So there it is. There's the Doom WOD I talked about in some random old video, one of the Doom videos. Hopefully I'll go back to this at some point. I'd like to put some time into this, and maybe even just finish this first level and then upload it and see what people think of it on the Doom forums. Is that the... Oh no, it's not. Anyway, that's it. That is Dante's Inferno Part 1. Part 0.1 pre-alpha version. I hope somebody found this somewhat interesting. If not, you know, I totally get it. It was a boring, self-indulgent video, but yeah, if any of you have, I don't know, good tutorials on GZ Doom Builder, if any of you have ever used it or have ever thought about using it, hit me up. I'd love to do some more creative shit in here. I'd love to make some stuff. And yeah, try it out for yourself. If I could figure it out, you can. I'm not a tech-savvy person. I know computer hardware pretty well, but I don't know software. I don't know programming. And I was able to figure this out. So anyway, as always, guys, thank you for watching. And peace out.